Okay, so we're going to be looking at removing the rear tailgate trim from this S4 Avant. It's exactly the same for the A4 and the RS4 as well. This is the B7 version that we're doing today. The B6 is also very, very similar to this, so this guide should be enough to do the B6 or the B7. Okay, first thing to remove is going to be this interior light here. And what you need to do is remove this very carefully using a hook tool. I've got my hook tool here. What you need to do is just hook it down the back of the light, get it in as tight as you can. You don't want it to slip and scratch the lens, and then pull it towards the front, and then the whole unit will just pop out like so. Okay, next thing we're going to do just to detach this is just to remove this electrical connection. This is the type that just pulls straight out. Just give it a bit of a wiggle and the whole thing will pop out, so we can now put that to one side. Okay, so with the light removed, we've got a few bolts, screws rather, across the bottom edge that we need to detach first of all. Now up inside these handles, if you look up inside there, you should see there's a little screw right in the middle there, standard Phillips size 2. So I'm going to remove these on both sides. Okay, next we've removed these two screws in here. So now there's two more screws that we've got to access from inside. So if you open up your compartment, the house is your emergency triangle. As you can see, the emergency triangle's already been removed. The emergency triangle normally sits in this space here. So you just remove this frame, take out your emergency triangle. If you look up inside, here and here, there's the two screws here. They've actually already been removed, and whoever's refitted this tailgate hasn't put them back in, which is pretty sloppy. But on your tailgate, hopefully you'll find two screws there, so you need to remove both of those before you can proceed. Okay, so now we've got those 4 screws removed, and we need to move on to the next stage. We need to unclip this bottom section from this top section on both corners. Okay, now to do this, it's a little bit tricky. What we've got to do is come up behind here with our hook tool, hook it in behind the trim here, and we're going to pull on the bottom trim straight down along with the window, and it should hopefully pop out like so. So you need to do that on both corners. Okay, so now I've detached the corners. You should see the whole thing starting to become pretty loose. Now if we lower this down a little bit, we shine a light in there, I should be able to show you where the clips are. Okay, now I can already see it looks like one's come detached, but if you can see just at the end of my screwdriver just here is where one of the clips is, on the end of this pillar. And then you can see a little bit further in, there's the second one. This one's seems to have its clip removed, and there's 2 identical to this on the other side. So what you want to do, if I can just squeeze in, you want to feed your screwdriver down to the end of the trim and just gently try and lever it open. Just don't go crazy with it. There it is. Okay, it doesn't really doesn't take much force. Now obviously this second one in was missing, that's why it came off so easily. It'll be a little bit harder for you. That's all 4 removed. The whole panel comes off like so. Okay, I'm just going to show you quickly the reverse of the panel. So this might make it easier for you to understand what it is you're trying to access to get this thing off. Okay, so first of all, we've got 2 screws that are within the handles on either corner, here and here. So there's 2 screws there, and then within the compartment for the emergency triangle, there's 2 screws in the centre here. Okay, and then you've got this these clips up here that need to be popped off from the part that surrounds the window. And then in addition to that, you've got 4 of these compression type clips here, 2 on either side. As you can see, half of them are actually missing, but you will have 4 here on yours. So those are all of the bits that you need to disconnect and remove to get this panel out.